SSERAFIM just dropped their new song Spaghetti, and it's definitely something. We'll talk more about that later. But first, welcome to the first episode of Bite-Sized Kyan. This series, if you want to call it a series on the channel, is just going to be composed of shorter, more fast-paced Kyanimations videos about more current and timely events. As I'm getting back into the swing of things, you know, as a creator and just as someone who wants to expand their hobby of making YouTube videos, I want the channel to be sustainable and for it to actually get an audience that would, you know, come back regularly to check up on what I'm doing. And in order to do that, you need to have a sense of consistency and regularness to your uploads. And boy oh boy, I do not have that. So expect these little videos in between the bigger, more planned videos. I think this is definitely a step in the right direction if I want to first expand my catalog as a YouTube channel, as well as actually cover new, timely, and relevant topics. Because as an animation, if you want to call it animation channel, it is really hard to stay updated and timely with things because it takes so long to animate things, especially if you want to do long form, which I will forever plan to do. I will never join the YouTube Shorts army, so the closest thing to compromise from shorts and long form is just the shorter long form videos. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's not too long, it's not too short, it's just right and just a bite, which really fits with the topic of this video as well. So enough jibber jabbering, let's eat it up. So SSERAFIM Spaghetti. In the first line of the video, I say that it's something, but here I am to add that it is something amazing. Yes, that was an example of audience retention tactics which I smartly deployed so that you would stay for the entire intro section. Never mind that! If you've been watching my recent content, you should know that I am currently infatuated with K-pop, especially a little group called SSERAFIM. And as of October 24 of 2025, which is 2 days ago at the time of recording, they released their first single EP, Spaghetti. I didn't really know what a single EP was before this, and after looking it up, seeing that it was typically 1 to 3 songs maximum, I got a little bit sad because obviously I want as much Femi songs injected straight into my veins as possible. But even if it is lacking in ideal quantity, they did not skip out on the quality. The first song in the album, Spaghetti, is a sort of hyper-pop weirdcore combination that utilizes quick cuts, bright colors, and grungy visuals to really nail this badass rebellious concept. I for one am a massive fan of the styling and especially the visuals of this concept that they tackled this time around. Specifically Sakura's short hair. It's just, what am I even supposed to, how do I even, what? Yunjin with the bleached eyebrows, Chaewon with the orange, bright, curly hair, Eunchae with the blue hair, and Kazua's little, what do you even call that? The red jumpsuit, the little goggles on Chaewon's hat, the shiny grills, glowing disco floor, what? It looks like an alien designed the music video, and I'm all for it. Oh, and the people's heads exploding in the spaghetti, that one, I also really like that. I'm not really familiar with boy bands yet, but J-Hope from BTS actually features in the song and has a verse. Personally, even though I like this little liminal maze that he's dancing and rapping in, I would have preferred them to use more stylistic glowy colors for his verse as well. But hey, we can't get everything, and you know what, for what it was worth, I like this part, so, you know, I'm happy with it. I can understand the complaints about it looking too CGI or too kinda AI aesthetic, but in my opinion, this uncanny valley-esque vibe that is used stylistically and to even, I would call, elevate the aesthetic of the video really truly drives the point and concept home. So in my opinion, this music video that they produced might not be one of the best of their works, but in general, it's a really strong contender. For purely only the visuals of the music video, I would give it a solid 8.5 to 9 out of 10. I also didn't really plan on rating them, but I guess we're doing that now, so yeah, on to the next one. During the premiere of the music video, I was actually one of the 100,000 people in line to watch it, so I kind of pride myself on that. But what I don't pride myself on is how I actually watched it. It was lunch period in my school, which you can imagine isn't really the best place to watch a music video. So even though I enjoyed the visuals and the production of the music video, I did not necessarily enjoy the song immediately. But a little later, I put my headphones in and listened to the song on Spotify with both earphones in specifically. I want to make that really clear. And hit play, and well, guys, I really like this song. On the first play, I'm gonna admit it isn't really something too special. It's probably a 7.5 to an 8 on the first try. But once you let it grow on you, it really gets stuck in your teeth. Like stuck, you need to floss 3 times until you can get it out. I really enjoy the sample that plays in the first few seconds of the song, to the repeating gritty bass loop, as well as the dun 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 that plays on your left ear. That's why you need to put both earphones in. It scratches my brain so good. I don't know if this is really intentional, but the lead up to the chorus sounds like an ad that would play for a commercial for a spaghetti restaurant. The chorus and repeating mantra of eat it up, eat it up does really get stuck in your brain. But the eat it does sound like the spitting cat. It does. It really does. The lyric bad female man's best friend, female man best friend, female dog, a dog that's not a man. Let's just say it like that. Bad not man dog in between your teeth, which I think that line, oh my god. When I heard the snippet, my jaw dropped when that line hit, you know, honestly, I really like that line. In the writing credits, it's important to note that Sakura and Yunjin actually wrote and helped make the song and the concept of the song. So I wouldn't be surprised if Yunjin did that line, and if she did, you're a genius. God, it's so good. I really like that line, especially partnered with the visual and their face that they do in the music video. It's so badass. Oh my god. I've heard a lot of takes about J-Hope's verse, but personally I think it really matches with the aesthetic of the song and sounds pretty good. It also just makes the song longer, which, you know, who doesn't want a longer SSERAFIM song? I've heard it compared to Gnarly, which, you know, I think is not really that far off. You know, it's a fun song with gritty sound design and a generally weird type aesthetic. And although I can get behind opinions, you know, and that we all have different ears and subjective tastes in music, people calling it bad just because it doesn't really have any depth or meaning to it, I personally disagree with that. I think a song can be fun and just fun. It doesn't have to have a whole poetic, deep meaning. Just try and have fun with the music you listen to. And if you find fun in listening to said poetic, deep music, go ahead. Just don't be disrespectful and constantly intentionally bash people that enjoy music like this. Overall, as the first song that comes out actively while I am a real FEARNOT, this song really does make me smile, and you know, that's really all I want at the end of the day from a song. So this may just be recency bias, but take a 9, Spaghetti. Come on, you little champ. As I said before in the K-pop Demon Hunters video, I really value outside promotional content just as much or even more than the actual songs itself. Seeing the members of various K-pop groups being silly, goofy, and chaotic, and just being themselves is a nice change of pace to how we usually perceive celebrities. So for this Spaghetti era, I would like to call to attention this M2 special, Spaghetti Rapping the Earth. According to my research, Mnet Music Network is a prominent South Korean television channel specializing in music programming. So my inference is that on their YouTube channel, they post skits, music performances, and whatnot with guest appearances from celebrities in order to promote their respective things. Spaghetti Rapping the Earth featuring SSERAFIM has 2 main parts. One half is a kind of SNL type skit featuring Korean comedian Ji-yoon. As a pickup artist Rizzler restaurant manager, she serves the Femmies as they walk right through her door. I mean his doors, she's a he in this one. This first half is notably comedic, with comedic beats and funny little jokes every few seconds. Most of them hit, but not all of them hit. I don't know if it's just a me thing or it's just that I don't really pick up on the Korean sense of humor. But I will say this though, Kazuha is extremely handsome in this one, so if not for the jokes, watch it for that. The second half, on the other hand, is way more up my alley. Since the album is called Spaghetti, a guest star chef pulls up, cooks the Femmies a lovely spaghetti dinner, or lunch, I don't really know when this was filmed, and afterwards they are told to recreate the dish based on taste alone. I found this part to be way more funnier than the skit part, and has more twists and turns than an episode of NCIS. I promise you will not expect who wins the competition, and the long build-up is worth just that moment of realization and truth at the end. And the entire 1-hour special is capped off with a spaghetti performance at the end, which, speaking of which, I said which twice, that's wrong grammar. Another highlightable defining quality of Spaghetti is its amazing choreography. There are a lot of instantly iconic and recognizable moves in the choreography, such as the opening floor spin, which, how do they even do that? The head isolation in the chorus, the unche gag thing, the Kazuha don't give a fork with the camera movement is so cool. The hand sync part where they open and close it like a menu, or at least that's my interpretation of it. The Chaewon solo killing part on the floor, which, you know, by the way, this song gives all the members at least least one part that they really get to shine in. It's rare that SSERAFIM and just K-pop songs in general have this much equality and evenness spread out among its members in the dance moves. And to see it in a song as vibrant, colorful, and unique as Spaghetti is, it just makes me happy. So, you know, that's amazing. Choreography, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. So, Pearlies, My Oyster is the World, is the second song on the single album, and in my opinion, although I do really enjoy it, isn't really as strong as Spaghetti. It's just an opinion, I don't want to get 8 comments, it's just an opinion, that's just what I think, okay? I'm sorry. This song sounds like Perfect Night and something like Blue Flame if they had a little baby. It's methodic, really chill, really vibey, if that's a correct adjective to use. It slides in and out of singing as well as rapping, which, you know, I thought was pretty cool. I like Sakura's little lines in the background of her repeating things. You know, give Sakura more lines, man. This sounds like a more upbeat version of their other song, FEARNOT, which is a kind of letter of appreciation to the fans. This song thanks them and shows them love for their support, especially through last year's April, which was a tough time for the FEARNOT and also the FEMIs and just the community in general. So I'm really happy that the FEARNOTs overcame it. We got this, we're strong, and we'll prevail. Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Yay! This song is an extremely strong 8.7 out of 10. This is the type of song you could seamlessly integrate into your sleep playlist. And when you wake up in the morning to SSERAFIM's heavenly vocals, you can thank me later. Overall, I really enjoyed this single album. It may be 2 songs, but it's 2 songs that I really do like, and I think will grow on me each time I listen to it. Like the sentiment that the song is trying to emphasize. Let's try and celebrate our uniqueness and weirdness as people. Who cares if someone is making fun of you for being unique or different? As long as you're you and you're happy being you, that's truly what matters. Thank you for tuning in to the first bite-sized Kyan. Make sure to check the playlist for bite-sized Kyan to see if I've made new bite-sized Kyans. I said it thrice. I'll see you all in the next one. SSERAFIM. Oh my god. Hey everyone, welcome to the end card. I'm recording this like literally minutes before I post it, so I hope it doesn't seem too rushed. Thank you for watching the first episode of Bite-Sized Kyan. I swear it's usually more bite-sized. I know 12 minutes isn't really bite-sized, but I had a lot to talk about, so yeah, forgive me. It's gonna be much shorter next time, and there's gonna be much more in between bigger uploads. So, you know, if I'm, you know, behind a video or I don't really know what to talk about, I'm just gonna post a little bite-sized Kyan. I also hope you forgive me. I'm talking about K-pop again instead of doing the trilogy. I think it might be pushed to next year at this point because I'm gonna be gone for like a month abroad in the entirety of November. This video wasn't even gonna be the one I was gonna post before going at November. I had another one planned, but it was simply too long for me to finish. It's like 40 minutes, 40 whole minutes of me talking, by the way, that I was gonna post, but I couldn't finish it because of obvious reasons, so I just did this instead, especially since SSERAFIM did come out with a new song. So I hope you enjoyed it. This was made in really short notice, and it wasn't really my original plan, and I don't really like when that happens, but you know, whatever, life happens, and that's just how it works. Anyway, so when I come back, I will try my best to post that video and another one, which is part of another series that I want to start, where I kind of talk about my favorites of the past year. So yeah, expect 2 more videos at the end of the year, and then probably the trilogy to kick off the 2026, which should be the year of Kyanimations, where I actually have a real upload schedule. I really hope, because I didn't post for 3 months, that this still gains traction on the algorithm. Please, please, if you hear this, please let it go. I'm begging you, YouTube, please don't do me dirty like you did dirty the DDLC video. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate that you actually watch my things, and congrats on 10,000 videos, views on the last video. That's massive. Alright, but seriously, thank you, and I'll see you all in a month, hopefully. Bye-bye. Bye. Mwah, mwah. Yay. Bye.